Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Town of Cedar Lake Board of Zoning Appeals of November 13th, 2025. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Here.
Mr. Jackson?
Present.
Mr. Burnham?
Present.
Mr. Hunley?
Present.
Mr. Kapora?
Present.
Mr. Austin?
Present.
Mr. Aldridge is absent. Mr. Kubiak?
Here.
Ms. Heidick is present.
Okay, first order of business, minutes of October 9th, 2025. They have been distributed. If there are no corrections, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of
I'll second that.
October 9th.
A motion by Mr. Riley, seconded by Mr. Hunley. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Hunley?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Kapora?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. New business, number one, Diamond Peak Homes Developmental Variance. Owner petitioner, Diamond Peak, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307. Vicinity of 13406 Superior Lane, Cedar Lake, Indiana. Petitioner is requesting a developmental variance from the Town of Cedar Lake, County, Indiana, Ordinance 1402. Let me go over to this one. This developmental variance allows the petitioner to increase the height restriction from 30 feet to 32 feet in an R2 zoning district. Are legals in order?
Legals are in order.
Thank you. Is there a petitioner? Online or anyplace?
No.
I just texted him to see if he's coming or what his plan was.
Oh, he's got two on here.
Make a motion to table this to a letter to
Oh, I don't
continue to the
we don't
next
want to
meeting.
table it.
No table.
To the next
Don't
meeting.
table it. You just have to defer it. Can't tell you to table it, then that's a whole different ball wax. Well, there's nobody here. You're not here for this, are you? No.
He said,
Well, I got, pardon?
he said the sales guy was supposed to be here, but,
Well, I would imagine he's for the same two.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna skip over these two, and we'll wait and see if he shows up after this gentleman's done. We'll go to number 3, Casey Developmental Variance, owner petitioner Jordan Casey, 12714 Colfax Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana, vicinity of 12714 Colfax Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana. Developmental variance on the petitioner to approve to have a 6-foot PVC privacy fence 20 feet from the property line. You can step up to the podium, please. Are legals in order?
Legals are in order.
Thank you. Give it, your name and address for the records, please.
Jordan Casey, 12714 Colfax Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana, 46303.
All right, and give us a quick rundown of what you want to do.
So essentially what we want to do is we want to match the fence line that's already on the property on either side of it. And so I believe marked in, I'm looking at the end, right, marked in orange over there, that ties out to the fence on lot 98 next to it, and we'd extend up towards the garage and then cut up to the house. And then on the other side, I don't know if that's an issue at all, but that's just 10, 15 feet of fencing from the house to the neighboring property on the bottom of the picture.
This fence is going in front of your house?
So technically the fence faces, or the house faces Colfax Street. The fence is going in front of the garage on the side of the house, because it's a corner lot.
if you look at the couple pictures on the iPad,
Yeah, I'm trying to find them.
3B and 3C on that, if you go over to the left,
Mm-hmm.
3B is one picture with the camper, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the fence that he's referring to the west, so if that fence extended down, it would just be right in front of his camper, basically, and then up the driveway to the corner of the garage.
From here?
And then if you look on,
Corner of the garage to here.
yeah. So his neighbor came in a couple years ago and got the same request for the 20-foot, so it would be right in line with the existing,
With the same exact fence that matters.
exact same area.
Same plan, everything.
It's a pretty,
This corner.
then the next photo you could just see from the.
That's the side yard?
Yes,
It's to the side of his house and the front, correct?
Your front is on,
on the other street, yeah.
that's Colfax in front of your house?
Colfax faces, and then the garage comes out on, I think it's 127 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a corner lot, so.
So you're gonna come from the corner of the existing fence to the, line of your garage?
Close, yes, yeah, and then come
It'll be
straight
out a
down
couple of feet.
to the house and tie it out there.
But not in front of the garage. We don't want you going in front of the garage.
Oh, not at all, like, as in like through the driveway, no.
No, just any part in front of that, but,
He's coming out from this corner.
yeah, out here,
Careful with
to
it.
20 feet from here and over to there,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So he technically ain't gonna be on the corner.
Yeah, all right.
It's gonna be whatever that footage is to match up the code, so it's a straight line.
Correct.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
His
wanna
camper
go
would
from that
be
corner,
inside- his
you wouldn't wanna
camper
go
would
on
be
a corner
inside
from
the
the angle and go off, that ain't gonna look good at all.
Yeah.
No, he's
no,
squaring it
yeah,
off,
right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be squared away.
Cut right up.
yeah.
I just thought when I looked at it originally, that it was gonna be in front, in this front yard,
I got you.
Yeah.
and that's why I was questioning.
Yeah,
so
it's that
much.
weird, 'cause it's a corner lot, so it's
Yeah,
not.
got it. Okay, if we have a seat for a minute, this won't take long because there's nobody here. Any remonstrators for or against? Any remonstrators for or against? Last call? You can't remonstrate against yourself. All right, remonstrations are closed.
Right?
E for effort.
All right, Tim, you got anything on this?
No, like I said, I went there and looked at the pictures, or you see the pictures I took there, but, it matches the fence right next door. It would make it, actually, I think it'd look nicer because his camper would be inside the fence anyway versus how it is now, so, I mean,
Well, the ordinance does state 20 feet off the sidewalk, but why is he here? Because
20 foot, but it has to be 50% open. He couldn't do the solid, he wants to match that same fence, but he'd have to do a 50% open fence to do the 20 foot.
I can put anything there except for what is currently next door. I can put a 4-foot open or closed, I can put a 6-foot 50%, I can put a
Correct.
chain link if I wanted to.
Not, yeah,
Right.
wrought iron you could put there, yeah. So you could put a fence 20 feet, but the 20-foot rule, if you go 20 feet, it has to be a 50% open fence, which is wrought iron or spaces in between, if you wanted a privacy fence.
Well, but on 150th and Drummond, or 151st and Drummond, they've got, if we approved, a solid vinyl fence, 20
That's
feet
why
up.
he's here, he has to come for a variance for the 20 feet.
Yeah, it's a variance.
It's what?
It's just a variance for, because it's not gonna be an open fence, it's gonna
Right,
be
he just needs
a
a
privacy
variance.
fence.
Yeah, well, that's what the one on Drummond is.
Yeah, same thing, that's why he's here, just to get the solid fence versus a 50% open fence. I don't know why that's the, I didn't make the rule, but that's the rules.
Well,
And we did, you guys did grant the neighbor the same variance, and he wanted the same thing, they wanted a privacy fence, so they,
I'm just trying to understand it.
yeah, so that's,
Yeah.
if it was a 50% open fence, he would not need to
Right.
be here,
Oh, if it was.
if it was, yes.
All right, never mind.
I knew I'd hit it one way or
I was on a 2-day vacation,
That's all
excuse
right,
me.
I was
And I
trying to say
didn't
it the way you
drink.
would-
I had no drink.
I thought I said it every way I could.
Okay, the board have any, discussion on it? If not, then I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to allow the development variance to allow the petitioner to have this, wait a minute, I'm reading on the wrong one, am I? Nope, I'm not. To allow the development variance to allow the petitioner to have a 6-foot PVC privacy fence 20 feet from the property line to the findings of the fact.
I have a motion by Mr. Burnham,
I'm second it.
second by Mr. Hunley. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Hunley?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Capora?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. You okay to go? Thank you. Diamond Peak here?
Yes, yes, sir, sorry about my tardiness.
Okay, number 1, I'll read it again. Diamond Peak Home Development Variance, owner petitioner, Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana. vicinity of 13406 Superior Lane, Cedar Lake, Indiana. Petitioner is requesting a developmental variance to allow the petitioner to increase the height resistance from 30 feet to 32 feet in an R2 zoning district.
Yes, sir, that is correct. And I did bring representations of the home, if you guys would like to see.
Yeah, give me your name and address first.
Rick Hemphill, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307. And I'm with Diamond Peak Homes.
Okay, and tell us what you want to do.
We wanted to, so the R2 zoning is 30 feet. We wanted to increase up to 32 feet. This home, sadly, we can't make that roof pitch any lower. And then we would not fall within the guidelines of the already agreed upon, I don't know if it's a planning and development or just the R2 agreement with the town, of 30 feet within that community. Or the 10-12 roof pitch, pardon me. So this, I've got some examples of the home that we're gonna build. We've built 2 of these already. I don't know if you folks wanted to see these or not.
Where did you build them?
This one is actually in Winfield and Latitude, a subdivision, and this next one is in Walden Clearing in St. John, which is right off of 93rd and Klein.
Yeah, where are you building this one at? Is this in
It's gonna be
Lakeview?
lot 97 in Lakeside.
Lakeside Road, yeah.
Yes, sir, and which is right on the main drag there, the Lakeside Boulevard.
Yeah.
And that's the one that we've got in Walden Clearing as
Okay,
well.
what they look like.
Yeah, we're building for a very nice couple. They're both educators, and this is the one. Mom and Dad, I believe, live in the neighborhood too, so, we're really trying to do everything we can to get them there. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Good, how are you? Dude, I had the worst possible incident in a camper that a man should ever have.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're staying there temporarily while my house is being built, and my disabled child knocked the toilet out of center, and all manner of liquid shot at my face.
Oh, no.
Right. So he's in the shower, and then my white golden decided she had to go check the whole thing out. So she's outside waiting on Daddy while, for a bath when I did this.
Oh, no.
And I got
That's not a good way to start.
Okay, so tell me what the hardship is if you don't get to build it 32 feet.
We can't build a home, and the hardship would be we don't have any other place to put them. This is the home that fits their exact needs, and this is what we'd like to build from. We also have a second residence that we wanted to build at this height as well on lot 60. So there'd be 2 homes that we couldn't build if we aren't able to get a variance for the height.
Yeah, the other one is 34 feet.
I'm sorry?
The other one is 34 feet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll just talk about this one right now.
Correct.
Yeah, but you still haven't demonstrated a hardship or difficulty of exceeding the 30-foot height limit.
Well, are you referring to the hardship to any neighbors at large or to Diamond Peak Homes themselves? I don't really understand the question. I'm sorry.
Well, the question is, the ordinance says 30 foot high.
Uh-huh.
Okay, why can't you stay at 30 feet?
Oh, I'm sorry, because then we're gonna be below the roof pitch we would have to go from a 10-12 roof pitch down to, I think it's a 4-12 roof pitch. It's gonna completely change the look of the home, and also, that's not allowable within the community. We have to be at a minimum of an 8-12, with showing development. So if we do that, we're gonna be reducing that roof pitch down so far that, well, number one, it's gonna change the overall aesthetic of the home. It's not gonna look like this, that's for sure. But we're gonna have to do that all the way around. We're gonna have to figure out a way to lower that roof pitch. We're gonna have to redesign the whole top part of the home for that.
You know what that tells me? You need to find a different home to put there.
If this is the home that was your dream home, and it's
Pardon?
only 2 foot beyond that, and
What'd you say?
well, if this was your dream home and it was only 2 foot above that, how would you feel about somebody telling you to find a different home?
And it doesn't matter how I feel. All I'm telling you is what the ordinance is, and I'm telling you, you haven't demonstrated a hardship to why we should grant you a waiver to go 2 foot higher. And if you can't give me a good definite reason of a hardship or a difficulty involved here, then we don't have to grant the waiver.
So the change in the general appeal of the home and the overall aesthetic isn't a hardship enough for a couple of educators trying to build their dream home there?
Is this home a home from Twin Peaks, or was it a custom home that they brought you a print?
No, this is a normal standard Diamond Peak home that we built. Also, I don't know if I've been in front of you gentlemen before, and I apologize if I have. I don't do this often, usually it's Michael, but we're building bigger, better homes as we've been asked, or at least it's been intimated to us that you guys want bigger houses. This would be a 3,000 square foot home, and we're trying to get that to y'all, and trying to make bigger, better homes here. I just don't understand
What are
why.
you trying to give me?
I'm sorry?
What are you trying to get?
Well, every time that, we try to come in for smaller homes, we usually get a lot of pushback looking for bigger ones, the bigger homes. And I guess, what I would ask would be, what would be the hardship of anybody else, if it went 2 foot higher? How does that affect everybody else in the neighborhood? Isn't that what we're here to find out?
That's not the question. The question is why, what hardship is involved with you building the house 2 foot higher is what the question is. You have to answer that question. I don't have to answer what my hardship would be if it's 2 foot higher.
I'd have to re-engineer the entire roof line, and that's not what these folks want. They want the house that you've seen in that.
So, and what I said was, then I guess you have to pick a different house,
So we
or
have
a
to-
different lot. A lot,
It won't matter on the lot, sir, because the ordinance, revolves the entire, community. So I can't just give them a different lot. Those ordinances are based on lots, hence the reason why we're here for a variance. I'm not
Well,
trying to be snarky, I promise.
and one of the, in the next, request you have, you state R1. What's the height in R1?
The height in R1 is 35, I believe. But
Okay, so you
that's
find an
R-
R1 lot
that's
and
R2.
you find an R1 lot and build it on it.
There is R1 lots in the community of Lakeside.
Oh, what do you want me to
But
say?
that's why we're here for a variance, sir.
Pardon?
That's why we're here for a variance. It's to my understanding that we're asking for this because, it doesn't comply with the current ordinance. However, does it really create a hardship for anybody that's around? In my opinion, this would beautify the community even greater. When you stand at the bottom of this home, it's substantial and beautiful. And that's the reason why they chose this home. So, and for me to go back and say, well, you just gotta pick another house, sorry people, when this is their dream of, they've been dreaming about forever, that is a hardship. That's a hardship on them.
Hardship on you,
On
because you sold them the wrong house. You know, we don't have to kowtow to you or bend to you because you want to build that house for these people on that lot. I'm telling you what the ordinance, did you know what the ordinance was before you?
Me personally, no. And also, when we have new plans like this, and with as many homes as we build, sometimes these things do slip through the cracks. We're not looking at that, but we submit, and that's when we find out, oh crap, this exceeds that. But we're not looking at roof heights at that point, especially for building these in other communities without any issues. It's not something that pings us to do. We're just submitting out, and then when the building department came back and said, hey, this is a little too tall for this, like, okay, well, our next step is let's ask for a variance at that point, just to see if we can push it through as is.
All right, why don't you have a seat for a minute, and I'll call for your administrators. Do we have any administrators for or against this request? Any administrators for or against this request? Anybody online?
No.
Last call. Your administrations are closed. You may step back up, sir. Building department.
I don't have anything. I mean, I agree with, I mean, it's the style of the home and it is what it is. That's why they're here. I mean, they're trying to build a little higher end 2-story house with a steeper roof pitch than the standard flat, you know, this is the same basic house that's in the other side of the lake or in Centennial that just has a 412 roof on it. It just has a steeper roof pitch on it with a little more, you know, a little fancier looking home than standard, so. Being in the neighborhood where, I mean, I talked to Michael a bit about it and he asked what the opinion was of trying to come and get it approved and, I sat in the middle of that neighborhood with, you know, the hills going up and down. I didn't know what your guys' thought was gonna be, but there's only one way to find out by coming here and seeing what you guys thought. I mean, it's not over the lot coverage, it's the height, and the height is due to the architecture of the building, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's, other than it being a higher end house, that's the only difference it is, and, I mean, you could build it if you just put a regular 412 normal roof on it, it would, like he said, it's not nowhere near the same home. That's the whatever, the gingerbread or the fanciness of the house, so it's just
Are there any other houses over, I drove over there, and there's some pretty big houses up there, any of those over 30 feet?
I don't think anybody has come in for over 30 feet. I guess just, yeah, in my eye, I didn't know what you know, my thing with him was to come in here and see what you guys thought, but being that it wasn't on the lakefront or somewhere blocking somebody's views, you know, when you drive through there and look and see the road, I mean, I don't know, I mean, that's just my opinion, but if I can the lowest house could be 50 feet tall and not be above the houses on top of the hill, so I guess it just, you know, I mean, it depends
Yeah.
how you view what you're doing for the vision, so I don't know. I mean, they're super nice houses if you put that standard, regular two-story house next to this and look at the photo.
This lot backs up to Robin's Nest,
Correct.
Yeah,
so, you know, your backyard to backyard.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that house on the corner, which is right next to that, that's already built,
Mm-hmm.
that's a pretty big home on that corner lot.
And,
Sir,
Right on.
if you're gonna speak on this, are you with him, or are you gonna remonstrate?
I'm neutral, I'm not for or against, I just wanna.
We had remonstration and no one came up, so be quiet.
So
Thank you.
I'm talking about the house on the corner, as you
Yes.
come in, your lot's pretty much on the, I guess it'd be the south side of the cul-de-sac almost.
The lot 60, yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's right
and
next
the
to that gentleman's, yeah.
Right, and that house is a pretty good sized house on that corner lot.
yeah, they're all, they're,
No, we're not basing it on the height of the size of the house, sir, we're basing it on the height.
right, correct.
So, you said that Diane Peak built this house in Centennial?
No, the Centennial, the homes that are this similar size of house in Centennial just have 412 roofs on it. Rose Garden, those are those houses with the 412 roof on it. I mean,
So changing the pitches of the roof, does that change the square footage of the house?
no,
Does it change the amount of rooms that are in the house?
no.
No,
Amount of bathrooms?
nope.
Nothing, other than the roof. I mean, it's not like you guys, I don't find it pleasable that you didn't know the rules of where the height of the house should be. You guys build plenty of homes. So to not check to see the variance, the height of it, and then go to your client and say that you can build this house, but we have to get a variance for it, when there's no variance of that has ever been issued for that subdivision, for height. Now, there has been for the variance for size, but I've never seen one for height of that subdivision yet.
I couldn't tell you if there was one or not. I was just a schlep and they sent in to talk to you folks about it, so. But again, we're not trying to pass this off on anybody as if, oh crap, if this doesn't work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I'm gonna have to go back to these clients and say, I'm sorry, I can't build a dream house here. And then we'll have to deal with it as we come. But, it is gonna change substantially the look of that house. And if I fell in love with a house and I was being told I had to completely change it because of 2 foot, I wouldn't wanna move forward with it either. I would just say, no, I'm done, I'm out. So that is the hardship. Now I don't get to build a house because of 2 feet. So to me, that's a hardship. And I understand that it's not compliant with that. I get that, sir.
You don't get to build that house on the lot that you chose. That is not a hardship. Now, you're making it feel as if we're the bad guy here. All we're trying to do is uphold the town ordinances. You have not demonstrated a problem, a hardship, or a difficulty by not allowing the 2 foot higher. Now, what's the pitch? You said that's an 8-12 pitch on that roof?
It's a 10-12 pitch on that roof.
10-12. So if you're gonna drop the roof down 2 foot, it certainly isn't gonna drop it down to a 412.
That's what we came up with our engineers. Rich Hewlin, is the man that looked at that and said, we're gonna have to go all the way down to a 4 foot in order to get that to where it needs to be. And I've gotta trust him. He was the city inspector for Crown Point for 12 years. He knows the stuff. What I'm saying is, that's what I have to go on what my experts are
I can
telling
believe
me.
the 34-foot one, you're right, but not, this one wouldn't be.
But I do believe that this is 34 feet as well, too. I don't know if that was quoted, and maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, the one you're asking for 32 feet, and the other one you're asking for 34.
Gosh, I think they're crossed. I think the 34 is not a 97. I do apologize, and I don't have that in front of me right now. And Michael's usually the man that does this. He's over at another town.
134.
Well, if your request isn't right, we can't address it.
No, he's saying this is the house that goes on the other lot. This ain't the house for the lot.
The white, the one with the white on it is the 32, right? And then that one with the blue is the 34. I mean, it looks to me, if I was guessing. Because the other one has a 12-12 roof on it, looking at the 10.
One moment, gentlemen, I'm real sorry. So first I'm late, and now I don't have all my ducks in a row. In my defense, my disabled child dislodged the toilet in our camper and shot poo water everywhere, so that I'd say that that's a pretty fair reason to be a little bit late. And I do apologize, I don't mean to hold up this body.
You got the plans here on the thing, so that is, it's right. The first, the
Okay.
one with the white siding on it is the first one.
Okay, my apologies, Stan and Payne.
That's okay.
And Tim, that's just what Rich told me, before.
No, and I would believe it on the second one,
Sure.
but on the first one, I mean, getting 4 feet, you're gonna have to go to a 4, but to get 2 feet, I mean,
Yeah, maybe we're down to a 6 on that one, I'm not
yeah,
quite
you
sure.
would probably be down to a 6.
So what house are we talking about in these pictures?
The one with the.
This one.
This one?
Yeah,
White siding on it.
And that's the 32-footer?
Yes.
Okay.
so that one shouldn't be difficult at all, it's lower than 30. Is what you're saying, Tim?
Well, you gotta still lower the roof pitch. I mean, again, it just changes the whole aesthetics of the house once you lower the roof pitch. I mean, the whole look of these houses is because of those, you know what I mean? The aesthetic of the house is because of the roof, and then once you take the roof off, you lose that. I mean, you're just losing the aesthetics, or I mean, anything can be done, but you can't build that same, I mean, it changes the whole thing.
We changed what, the whole thing with the roof line?
The whole aesthetics of the house, you change that roof pitch, you lose all that look. If you look at those front gables are all the way up to the ridge, so you have to lower all that down. So once you change the front top one, you gotta change the lower ones, and then it changes the whole house. I mean,
But
you
the
could probably
roof is
leave
higher than that.
Huh?
The roof is higher than that.
It's not 2 feet higher, you think?
I don't know, look at it, I mean,
It's pretty
from
close.
what I'm looking at, I mean, it doesn't give me the math of it, but it looks like it.
Oh, I see the one in the
I
front.
mean, if you, those peaks that are in the front, those peaks could all stay, if according to look down that, if that could drop down that part to the top. I don't know what that measurement is, I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, it looks like that one could. I was looking at that from my pictures I'm looking at on my desk, but that one looks like it's close.
Sir, just so I'm clear, this is the house, right? So I'm looking at the one, can you show?
Yes, that is the house, I can tell you from the down look, the one that, Tim's gonna pull up on his
Can you
screen.
go back to the, where's that, what are you looking at? Part of that, go down. Keep going, so we get to the front of the house. Right there. Tim, turn. You
I got it
you
on
see what
my-
I'm looking at?
I seen it, yeah.
I just can't, I mean, obviously, there's nothing I can read to see what the differences between the two is. So,
Well, we're not here to
Yeah, anything can be
redesign
done,
this
I
for them,
mean,
we're here to decide whether we grant a 2-foot higher roof or not. And that's what the decision is, not to
well, I'm
redesign.
trying to be a good neighbor.
So it's up to him if he wants to redesign it or what he wants to do if we don't approve it. And that's plain and simple. If you're gonna build in town, which you do, and have been, you know the ordinance, because it's not the first time you're building in town. And so when your customer comes in and you got an R2 lot, and, these are the houses that you can put on the R2 lot, you sold them the wrong house. Or, you know, a house that won't work with the ordinance, that we have available. Thinking you're gonna come in here and get, a variance. I don't know, in my opinion, there's no reason to grant you a variance for a higher roof than 30 foot, my opinion.
Okay.
We've got 4 other guys up here, and they all have their own opinion too. You need 3 of them to think that that's okay,
Sure. I
you
understand.
know?
The house is just north of Lindsway, what size are they compared to this?
This way, I believe they're 612, if I recall. It's been some time since I put one up over there. I think our last one might have been sometime last year, we submitted for that permit, so, for our final home that we built there.
Ray, you have any comments?
No, I mean, kinda like Tim said, in that neighborhood there, those rolling hills and stuff, it wouldn't jump out at you like it's overbuilt, but I mean, I see what you're saying as well. I mean, we don't, you know, 30's kind of the rule, but in that area, like, I don't think it would affect anybody, but
We're trying to get bigger houses built, and bigger lots.
Pardon me?
We're trying to get bigger houses built on bigger lots. And I think a lot of this trouble would be eliminated when the developer come in. We checked our lot size, make sure their lots, not these small lots anymore.
Well, it's,
Like the house has
this
nothing to do with the size of
isn't
the
the lot
house.
size. Go ahead.
It has nothing to do with the size of the house. The house fits on the lot, no problem. He's trying to do is change the height of one section of the roof. And they, you know, I would assume that because of cost or whatever, I mean, I'm not building it, we're just trying to be a neighbor for it, but the size of the house is fine, we're not even asking about that. All we're doing is taking the height of it and giving him, if we are going to give him a variance or not give him one, is based on the 2 feet. So, I mean, the house, I have no problem with the size of the house. What I have a problem is the height, I mean, he's able to keep the size of the house, all the bedrooms, all the ceiling heights, that main part. I mean, if he has to lower, I mean, he's gonna keep if he lowers down that section of the roof, he will have a little change of it, but he still keeps the face of the house is gonna look the way it does, other than that section part, how high it is. And then if you grant the 32, or what are we gonna do when we get to the next one? That's what, 4 feet over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's R2 zoning with, a height of 30 feet restriction, so that's the problem. Let me ask you, what's the width of that gable? What's the run on it? What's the run on that gable?
I don't have that in front of me, sir, I'm sorry. I don't have the engineering. Tim has that, in his, that was submitted with the permit.
I can't find it on there, so, dimensions or what have you, so.
I also have pictures of the home on 60 that we're trying to, for the 30-foot tall roof. Here's a picture of it. Yeah, folks, I don't think we've actually ever built any homes that were this tall, so I don't think it ever really occurred to us that this would be an issue until it was an issue, to be honest with you. Not trying to make any excuses, but we certainly didn't go into it under false pretenses, and once we found out that it was an issue, we went back to the client.
Nobody's accusing you of.
No, I just want you to know that there was nothing nefarious happening. We're just trying to help these folks out. This is the house that they want, and we'll do whatever we can for them.
We're trying to help you out.
I appreciate that.
Okay? Okay, so I mean, you're in R2 zoning, you know the ordinances for R2 zoning, it's just 30-foot height, okay? You're at 32. We haven't voted yet, but I can call for a vote at any time here real soon. And so either it's gonna be yea or nay.
Sure.
Okay? So if it's nay, then you gotta go back to your customer and tell them that they've gotta lower that roof, or do something, find a different house to go on that lot, or something. plain and simple. Okay? So we're not trying to harm your business, we're not trying to, check off a client of yours. What we're trying to do is keep our residents happy, our ordinance in place, and there's no sense of having rules and regulations if you're gonna waiver everything every time somebody walks in here.
Well, that I can
Plain and
understand.
simple.
I do
So, I mean,
understand.
if there's good, solid reasoning for it, we consider it very strongly, the reasoning behind it. You have not provided good, solid reasoning for it, other than it's a pretty home.
Well, I now understand that's what all of that meant. And Mr. Burnham's right. It doesn't affect anything on the inside of the home. You all are absolutely correct. The only thing that it does affect, as Tim has said, is the aesthetic. I'm in sales, so I'm dealing with both parties, the husband and the wife, and the husband's looking at functionality to make sure he's got all the beds and baths they need for his kiddos, and the wife's dreaming about coming home to this thing every day and living her American dream. So when I look at it, an aesthetic change like that, that's pretty crushing to them, and a lot of times they really can't get past that, and that was the dream home that they wanted, and that's it. And sometimes it ends there, the story ends there because of that, which is kind of sad, and I wasn't trying to accuse you of accusing me of anything, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to convey that when we go into something like this and it's new for us, a lot of times we're not even looking at that. For the city of Pittsfield, they may even have that same ordinance, they just missed it. And we built it there and it was done, but we didn't have that issue, so we're not keyed up in thinking about that for this. We're not even thinking about height because we don't really produce buildings this tall. Most of our buildings are well within the ordinance. These just happen to be different because we got brand new plans. We're trying to, get bigger, better plans for folks that they can choose, and this just happens to be one of them. So we've only built 2 of these so far. One was in St. John, as I said. Those 2 pictures are the only 2 standing structures we have. However, we do have several more going in our Valparaiso plan. And different ordinance on that, but they're PUD calls, and it's okay to have 35 feet away. So that we've learned now, since learning.
Any more discussion? Anybody?
No.
Then I'll entertain a decision, a motion. Anybody?
I'll make a motion to grant the development variance to allow the petitioner to increase the height from 30 to 32 in the R2 zoning district with the findings of fact.
I have a motion to approve the request for the findings and facts from Mr. Riley. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a second from Mr. Jackson. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Hunley?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Capora?
No. Motion carries 4-1. Thank you, sir. You might as well just stand right there. You're on the next one too, right?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, Diamond Peak Homes, developmental variance, owner petitioner, Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307, vicinity of 13547 Lakeside Boulevard, Cedar Lake, Indiana. This developmental variance is allow the petitioner to increase the height restriction from 30 feet to 34 feet, 8 inches on R2 zoning district. Restate your name and address, please.
Rick Hemphill, Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307.
Our legal's in order.
Legal's in order.
Thank you. Just run past us what you want to do here again.
And I'm sorry for not being aware of this with the 34-footer, but, so yet again, we're at 34 feet now. I have not studied this blueprint. Tim, I'm wondering if you by any chance have that up to see if we have that same gable issue. It seems to me that most of the height is going to be in the front of the home and that giant gable that's up front. But this is also a brand new plan that we've actually never constructed before. We wanted to do that here, there at Lakeside. The lot will withstand that size of a home, but again, after learning about lot 97, we realized that this is too tall, so we're here to ask for another variance on this. This is a spec home for us. It's not a pre-sold home going to a couple or a person.
We
We don't have a full set of plans for this house. It's just, it doesn't have any elevations or.
I can,
Or not on
I'll pop
height.
my phone onto my computer and I can pull it up really quickly, if you'd like me to, and,
Yeah, the front of the house is tall, like you said.
yes. Did you want me to try to hop on my, computer real quick and I can pull it up?
I think they can, I mean, I think they see the picture good enough. That's what it is. This is close to 35 feet tall though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's 34.
34.8.
that's,
Yeah. And this would be the first one that we've ever constructed, this particular home.
Well, that'll be a hardship, not knowing what you're doing on the first one. Well, here again, my argument stays the same, so, I mean, is there any, I mean, the picture, if you don't have, is it on here at all? Jerry, is it on here at all?
Is this the one?
Yes, sir. I believe I've got some more.
tall one.
And this would be the home. If,
Down in there.
The screen shows both lots of the map.
it's called a tour version, just in a better vision.
No, this one, no.
so what would it take to get this to the 30-foot? What would you have to change? That pitch again?
I would imagine so, sir. I'd imagine it's probably that front pitch there. And I am not an engineer.
Yeah.
That's gonna be for Rich Hewlin, to give me some sort of guidance on how that's gonna be, to present that to the body. Or it might be Michael Herbert's doing that with you folks at that time. But
And this is a spec home, not, this hasn't been sold to anybody
Yes,
yet.
sir. I wanna be upfront with you about that. This is just something that, you know, you always wanna try to continue, if you get a new plan, you wanna build it someplace, and
So if someone comes in to buy a house, you can show them a house that'll fit on that lot then, but,
Well, this one doesn't fit on there yet.
no, I bet if someone comes in to buy a house, you can show them a house that would fit. They wouldn't have to come in, right?
correct.
So you're not gonna build this until you get
And
someone,
you usually don't sell homes until you build one, to actually demonstrate, unless you get somebody pretty brave, that just really likes what they see, or maybe they've built enough homes to know. But that's not too often. So typically, we have to build something, you know, to kind of walk people through. But this is, again, part of our new lineup. We had 5 brand new plans that are rather large. One of them, we can't do because it would be too many square feet on the lot itself. It's a 2,500 square foot ranch, and, because of the covered patio in the front, it wouldn't work out. But, so we have these 4 plans that we wanted to do, but 2 of them just happen to have pretty large roof pitches on them.
Yeah, 32 is kind of a stretch. I don't know if I could go to almost 35, and it's
Well,
No, this
tough sell.
yeah, you don't have this house, you don't have a customer for this house yet.
No, sir.
It's a spec
I
home.
sure don't.
Spec home.
All right, have a
I
seat
don't
for a
think even
second.
if he had a customer for his house,
Do we have any remonstrators for or against?
Terry Broaders. 651 North State Street, representing my property at 14513 Morse, here in Cedar Lake. I looked at the picture, it's a beautiful home. I got just a couple questions, and I don't want to go backwards to the last one, but I guess the same questions apply to this one. The idea that it's aesthetic, I mean, it just seems like we're...
Terry, let me stop you for a minute.
I'm sorry, sir.
This is not question time, this is comment time for or against. So do you have a comment for or against?
I do.
We're not
I do.
answering any questions, so get to your comment.
I do. My comment would be then, sir, is that, by his own statement, this is a spec home, and it's already almost 5 foot over. If it's a spec home, wouldn't that mean he's using it to sell, to use it as a model to sell? And if that's the case, then should we do a blanket variance for all the future lots in that subdivision? Because I'm sure you're going to come back and back and back if this is a spec home. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other remonstrators for or against? Last call. Demonstrations are closed. You can come back up, sir. Tim, you got any more comment?
Nope, nothing. I kind of agree with Ray. I agree with the consensus up there, though. I think the 5 feet is a bit, you know, I mean, it's a beautiful house, I agree, but, That's a lot.
And being that it's a spec home, I mean, maybe you guys could take another little swing at it or something.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying 32 is gonna be the number moving forward, that was just kind of case by case, so.
And the gentleman makes an excellent point, for sure, because you build one, you're probably gonna end up wanting
Yeah.
to build another. And quite frankly, I wasn't even thinking about that for that one home, we only have a few extra lots left, but then I'm not thinking about the next phases that come down the pipe, I'm just looking at what I've got in inventory right now.
Yeah,
So we can put a different home on that lot, that's not a problem, and we'll put this one back up in St. John and try to fill a lot up there for that, so that won't be a problem. That community I know for a fact was an R1, they were extremely large lots, over at that Wall and Clearing subdivision, hence the reason why we probably didn't get any pushback on the one house that you got there as well, but that's something that we can move over to there, no question, no problem.
Okay, any other discussion?
Yes, let me withdraw. There's really no reason to fuss over this, sir. Just after hearing all of you, I get it, and I understand what you're saying. And I would like to be able to come back in front of this body to do another 32-footer if I can, without any fuss if possible, at a later date, hence the reason why I'd like to withdraw this.
Okay. Thank you.
So, and thank you for your time, and again, I'm so
You
sorry
betcha.
I was late, everybody.
that's all.
Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Thanks.
Okay, public comment.
Do we have to do anything for that?
John,
That's why I withdraw.
you recognize,
Out there that I gotta find.
Dave's asking you a question.
will you recognize
I
on the
got
record,
conversation and what?
recognize on the record the withdrawal of this petition by this developer, so that it's clear on the record that it was withdrawn.
Oh, I didn't hear that, so do we have to make a motion or what?
You don't need a motion, just reflect it
I make a
on the
motion
record.
that we withdraw his, application for,
Wanna make sure it's clean.
acceptance for, zoning appeal for the lot at,
All right, what was your motion, Jim?
to, accept his withdrawal.
All right, I got a motion by, Mr. Hunley to accept, WP's withdrawal on this item. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Hunley?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Burnham?
Yes.
Mr. Capora?
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Okay, public comment. Any public comment? Anybody online?
No.
Last call. Public comment closed.
Last